Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to World of Tanks, no sorry, War Thunder with Yeeling237, and today I'm going to be doing my second showcase replay on the battle rating 3.3, I believe, rank 2 German medium tank, the Panzer IV F2. This tank, as I said in my last video about it, it's the T-34 Killer. Now that replay was focusing on this thing disintegrating the Russians. Now with this replay, it kind of disintegrates everything really, especially with its armor-piercing ballistic cap shells, which is a upgraded version of the standard armor-piercing rounds that the Germans get, which isn't a capped ballistic cap shell. It's just the standard armor-piercing round, no explosives inside it, which make it's alright, but it's not amazing. Now this thing was my first game of the day, I believe, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so close to getting the Tiger. I have the Tiger now. I was like, right, one good game will do it. Turns out this game, I'm not going to do any spoilers, but I had to play 3 other ones after this because of reasons unbeknownst to me. As you can see, enemy Sherman pops up, 105mm round. As you see at the bottom, entire crew has been knocked out. This thing, it's absolutely lethal machine. I went through the statistics, the statistics of it. Managed to get a couple of hits there on some enemies. T-28 pops up, waiting for the shot, fire, kill him. That was a bot, but as you can see, the high explosiveness, so to say, it's not really a word, in the shell is pretty lethal. You see there, fire on the M2A4. He doesn't really stand much of a chance. I'm just waiting to capture the zone now. I'm going to put another shot in. He can't see me because his engine's been knocked out, and there you go. Now, as I said with the last replay, I called it the T-34 Killer. This thing, let's just say it's stupid. It's the M24 Chaffee. Even in the lower glacis, I killed all the crew members. It's an absolutely insane machine. As I've said, it's a lot like the Tiger. Its round is an anti-tank, obviously an anti-tank round, but it's full of explosives, which makes it insane, just destroying everything in the tank. See M10 Wolverine up there. Keep an eye on the binoculars. Let the gun stabilise. Find the shot. Fire. All the crew knocked out again. And within the first 4 minutes of the game, we're up to 4 kills. We've captured a zone. This would be a good game. Now, this is a rather amusing moment. I see the M16 and a fire. Now, if you just wait a bit, the last bit of well, say memeage, there you go, was me firing and killing an unspotted target. This was with an artillery strike. You see, knocked out the Valentine there, but it wasn't like the full barrage of artillery. It was one of the 4 ranging shots. Now by that I mean a ranging shot. It'll fire 4 shells and it'll try and bracket the opponents in some way, and then it'll fire inside that area. And obviously one of the ranging shots, I think, took out his commander and his gunner on that M16 SPAA anti-aircraft piece. So that and killing the Valentine Mark 9 puts us up to 6 kills now. So I was like, alright, so this is going extremely well. M4 Sherman. Little bit of a bad thing here, the vertical stabilisation is quite poor. That was an absolute misplay. Should have shot his low glacis. I was like, oh, bugger. But he doesn't shoot me. Shoot in the upper glacis, manages to go straight in as he was angling his tank towards me. And that sort of thing just makes sense. Anyway, yeah, I was very lucky the Sherman didn't kill me there. These German medium tanks, the Panzer IV F2, can be killed by the Sherman's 50 cals from the side. So if you're playing a Sherman and the German Panzer is fired, usually 50 cal, it can we hit the Sherman? Yes, we managed to knock out his gunner, but he also knocks out my gunner. Waiting for the artillery strike. I don't use it, I decide to pull back. Do I use it? Yes, I do use it. The cupola on the Panzer IV F2 is quite large. Now, he shoots the other side of the turret, which gives me the opportunity to aim at the centre of mass and take out his tank. It's kind of a bit of a misplay there. I didn't really want to take that much damage from the Sherman. No, it's crew damage. I mean, I thought, I've lost my machine gunner, my commander, my loader's wounded. My driver and my gunner are fine, that's the main thing. But as you can see, the cupola on top of the Panzer IV F2 is quite prominent. If you get a anti-tank round, so an arm-piercing cap, ballistic cap shell hits there, you're going to knock out all of the crew in the turret maybe. M3, wait for the gun to stabilise, fire, crew knocked out. Now we're up to 9 kills and we're recapturing the zone. And this is all this game really is about. I'm just checking to see if any enemies are coming down. Spotting M3. Can we find the shot? No, unfortunately shell goes a little bit lower. Now I've captured the zone and I click my equals button, which allows me to replenish a crew member. Now with War Thunder, crew is a lot more important than War of the Tanks than you might think, because if you get hit by a shell and it takes out one crew member, that means that you've got a high chance of your tank dying in the next shot. Because a tank obviously can't operate without crew. If you lose 3 crew members, oh, little Stuart there, I decide not to go over because he might kill me. That's the thing, I've only got 3 crew members left. That means he's got a high chance of killing me. So I try and bait his shot, but no, he doesn't fire. Anyway, if I say, for instance, my Panzer IV F2 shoots a tank, shoots a Sherman, say that it's got 4 crew members, I think, 4 or 5 crew members, and I take out 2 of his crew members, and he manages to get away. He will have 3 crew members left. Fortunately, missed a shot there. That means he has a high chance of being killed in my next shot, as there are less crew members to take out, if that makes sense. So it's kind of lucky there that I didn't die. Like, say that Stuart there, if I'd have shot him and taken out one of his crew members, he's got 2 left. That means that my next shot has a higher chance of killing his entire tank, the remaining 2 crew members. So far we're up to 10 kills, 2 capture points, which is very nice. It's a very good game. And Panzer IV F2 is the only tank I've used. And I'm enjoying it a lot. It's just the ability to one-shot tanks. With many tanks you kind of like have to precisely fire at a target, say for the British they're solid shot shells. So a bit of a tongue twister there. You kind of have to aim for, like, take out the gunner, then the driver, and then just fire at them and try and pick off the crew members individually. Whereas with this tank, I mean, obviously you want to take out the gunner, but if you just fire the centre of mass, it's going to do a hell of a lot of damage. And if, obviously, you get unlucky. Now, I was looking up on the ridge. We've just switched to my view. There we go. Up on that ridge up there, because I heard Valentine shooting and killing a couple of crew members. But it wasn't him. See, Archer's been killed. Another thing, you're going to see me do this, fire the artillery at the position, I believe. At T-17, I don't know if he's dead or not. I saw him pop up, so I just squished him with my Colax, or coaxial machine gun. Do the same with the Archer, and it basically shows that the tank's definitely been destroyed because the graphical model is a little bit glitchy occasionally. But this thing isn't really, I'm trying to think of the word for it, like an amazing, it's not really an amazing replay. I'm just messing with the camera angles a bit here. Way up. Okay, no idea. Oh. Okay, I missed that a little bit, I do apologise. That Cromwell spawned. Now, with War Thunder, to stop people spawn camping, yes, from spawn camping, I'm sorry. To stop people from spawn camping, there's the tank, it won't take damage for a certain amount of time. So what you want to do if your tank's got a machine gun, you want to squirt it a bit, and if it comes up with a hitbox, then like if it says you've hit them, then you can shoot. I mean, obviously you don't want to fire giveaway position. But that's it now, they've only got a Hurricane left, and we're about to win on points. So, 3,000 experience. I'm just knocking down the tree in case anyone else appears. But they don't. That Panzer III shot or something. And there you go. So, 11 kills, a fire and victory. And that was a quite amazing game to be fair. That's what the Panzer IV can do. If it can get one-on-one engagements, it'll rip the enemy team to pieces, you can see. Top 1 experience for my team, which is always nice. As you can see here, top 1 experience kills on both teams, I believe. Oh no, this is a different replay, never mind. But yeah, it's just, it wasn't amazing. This isn't the wrong one. There we go, sorry. I enjoyed the game obviously, but I'm trying to think of the right word for it. It wasn't a seal clubbing replay, I don't feel. The Panzer IV is a very strong machine. I do apologise about the commentary, it's going to be awful. But the Panzer IV is a very lethal machine. I've made this comparison those times. It's a lot like the Tiger here, which I got yesterday, I believe. Absolutely beautiful machine, I have to say, for the Tiger, but the Tiger's rounds, see here, arm-piercing cat ballistic cat shell, it has TNT equivalent of 108.8 grams. So that means it enters the tank is going to have some explosives in it, which is nice. It's quite lethal. And the Panzer IV 2 has, right, where is it? There it is. Has 28.9. And whilst that's not as much as the Tiger, it's 5 times less. It's still very lethal, especially when shooting lower vehicle tanks. I mean, if you say, for example, let's take the M4 Sherman, or the M4A1 Sherman. Now, the round, what it does, when it enters a tank, it explodes. Now, if the tank's very big, you're not going to do a lot of damage to it if it's got small explosive mass. But with a Sherman, if you look at that, you fire the centre of mass here, it explodes and you're going to be killing a lot of crew members and damaging ammunition, so on and so forth. And especially with the Sherman, it's got quite weak frontal armour, especially side armour. But this isn't about the Sherman, it's just about the lethality of the Panzer IV F2. That's what it does. This thing is an anti-tank weapon, like I said in my last replay. It is a T-34 killer, but it's a killer of everything, just as long as A, you don't get shot, and B, you can shoot them first. And with War Thunder, that's the key. It's shooting your enemies before they shoot you. Yes, that's the same for all of War Thunder, but especially with this tank, because armour-wise, it's pretty poor. Like 50mm of turret armour, and side armour is 30mm. You're going to get pent by, like I said, 50 cals. So what you want to do is you want to shoot the enemies before they shoot you. And doing that is the key to winning any game, but especially in the Germans, because of their boxiness. The Germans are very boxy tanks, as you can see here. The Panzers, like rectangles, or rectangles. So yeah, yes, a rectangle, well, cuboid, on tracks, and obviously if you get shot, you're going to lose a lot of crew members, and that's the key to surviving. And this is, I'm dragging this on a bit, but what I'm trying to say is the Panzer IV, it's a very lethal machine, and it shouldn't be taken lightly. If you see one of those, try and prioritise it, and if you see an enemy tank, but as you see a tank, the way to destroy a tank in War Thunder is you want to remove his ability to fight back at you. So you want to shoot it in the turret. Now, with the German Panzer, the gunner sits there on the right hand side as you look at it. Here he is, the aimer, is the commander. So if you look at it, you shoot it on this side, you're going to kill the gunner. It's the same with most German tanks, I believe. Look, there's the aimer on the right hand side, Panzer III. There's the aimer. So you see a German tank, shoot it on the right hand side of the turret as you look at it. If you can't pen the turret, then either fall back. So that's just it really, I'd kill a German tank. I'm dragging this on so much and this is very poor commentary, I do apologise. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this replay on the Panzer IV. Please do like, share and subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you for some more War Thunder replays very soon. And just quickly, before I go, if you have any War Thunder replays, please do send them to me and I'll be very happy to watch them and give them a quick replay cast, showcase, whatever you want to call it, on them. So thank you for watching and I'll see you again for some War Thunder replays very soon.